Hello and welcome to Pushing Back, Ukraine Daily Brief. As the war enters its 1087th day, these are the main developments from the past 24 hours. The update from the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. Russia has lost approximately 855,480 troops in Ukraine since the beginning of the war. The number includes 1,200 casualties over the past day. According to the released Ukrainian figures, Russia lost 17 tanks, 16 armored combat vehicles, 81 artillery systems, 4 multiple launch rocket systems, 3 air defense systems, 152 drones, 156 vehicles and 1 piece of special equipment. In the last 24 hours the Russians launched 99 combat clashes and carried out 45 airstrikes, including 64 guided bombs on the territory of Ukraine. They also used 1,000 kamikaze drones and carried out around 4,500 attacks on the positions of Ukrainian troops and settlements using various types of weapons. In its latest intelligence update, the UK's Ministry of Defence reports Russia launched approximately 2,400 one-way attack drones into Ukraine in January 2025, a significant increase from the 1,700 launched in December 2024. These attacks, similar to previous months, primarily targeted energy infrastructure and military sites. It's expected that Russia will maintain a launch rate of at least 2,000 drones per month throughout 2025. Despite the difficulty in countering these attacks, Ukraine successfully struck Russian drone operation sites in late January and early February 2025, demonstrating Russia's continued vulnerability to Ukrainian drone attacks. In its latest intelligence update, the Institute for the Study of War. Ukraine's European partners announced new military assistance to Ukraine amid the February 12 Ukraine Defense Contact Group meeting. Russia reportedly lost just over 5,000 tanks and armored vehicles during 2024 compared with 3,000 in 2023. IISS noted that Russia has adapted some of its tactics to address ongoing equipment shortages and is increasingly relying on infantry-led assaults to advance along the front line. It remains unclear if Russia can repair and newly produce a sufficient number of tanks and armored vehicles to replace losses in Ukraine and equip new Russian units. Estonia's Foreign Intelligence Service assessed that Russia is attempting to build its capabilities not only to support Russia's war effort in Ukraine but also to prepare for a potential future war with NATO, which is consistent with ISW's assessments about ongoing Russian efforts to prepare its military and society for a future conflict with NATO in the medium to long term. Ukrainian forces continue to target Russian energy and military infrastructure as part of an ongoing strike campaign against Russian defense industrial enterprises. The Moldovan Ministry of Foreign Affairs announced on February 13 the termination of the Moldovan-Russian Intergovernmental Agreement on the establishment and functioning of Russian cultural centers in Moldova in response to ongoing reports of Russian drones violating Moldovan airspace. Russian forces recently advanced near Borova and Siversk. Russian officials continue efforts to increase recruitment for the Bryansk Volunteer Territorial Defense Detachment. In President Zelensky's nightly address, he spoke about 3 key areas. Firstly, Zelensky urges stronger European coordination on security. At the Munich Security Conference, President Zelensky met with European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen and European Council President Antonio Costa. He emphasized the need for a unified European position to secure lasting peace and called for tougher sanctions against Russia, including a 16th sanctions package to weaken its war economy. Secondly, US-Ukraine economic partnership in focus. Zelensky held talks with US Vice President J.D. Vance, Secretary of State Marco Rubio, and Special Envoy Keith Kellogg. Both sides agreed to accelerate work on an economic partnership document, with Kellogg expected to visit Ukraine for further assessments. Lastly, push for real peace and security guarantees. Zelensky stressed Ukraine's readiness for a lasting peace but highlighted the need for concrete security assurances. He welcomed U.S. engagement, expressing confidence in further discussions with President Trump's team to formulate a strategy to counter Russia and ensure Ukraine's long-term stability. Thanks for following today's updates. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. We'll return tomorrow with the latest news on the ongoing conflict.